This is the first episode of something that I've been planning to do for a long, long time. Super excited to do it. Super excited to do it with my guest today. This is someone that's been deep into the culture, deep into streetwear, deep into hip hop, fusing the two perfectly. This is someone that we've known as a successful brand owner, but also a successful creative at large. One-man army, one-man militia. My guy, DJ.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Owner of Headless Forever, man. Ah, man, this has been a long time coming, man.
Long time, bro.
This is a long
Very
time.
Long.
I told
time.
DJ that I wanted to do this for like last year. It's 2035, almost the end of 2035.
It's all right, though. It's all right.
Yeah. No, it's perfect timing. I feel like there's a lot of things going on, a lot of things that you've done in the last year that I'm really excited to get into and talk about. So, I was kind of mentioning before that you are someone that has been deep into the culture. You've been able to explore, experiment, try new things. I want to know, at this point in your career, what's the process like when you decide, all right, I want to do the Galaxy Gems, or I want to do wax denim today? Like, what's that creative process, being able to like discern and decide on a specific item or specific items for a rollout?
Mm-hmm. So honestly, like, as of lately, it's been kind of hard for me. That's why I haven't really released anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way I'll think when I'm designing, it's just based off what I want to wear. Like, I don't really look at trends and stuff.
Yeah. So it's really personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more so personal, very personal.
Yeah. So whatever you're feeling at that time will kind of guide your direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting. It'll segue me nicely into another question I had about, doing the Galaxy Gems, doing the Galaxy bracelets. This is like a big jump from someone that was just like focused on streetwear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What kind of inspired you to take a jump into designing jewelry? What was that process like? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was working with interns at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and my good friend Junior, we were handling the interns, like what their tasks would be.
Yeah.
And then we worked with this guy named Sachin, who I actually designed them with.
Yeah.
And then when he sent it, like we would send out like lists, like somebody's doing earrings today, somebody's making a tank top, etc.
Yeah.
And then we assigned the earrings to Sachin because we're like, we feel like he could best execute them.
Yeah.
And then when he came back with the design, we're like, wow, like,
this is it.
And then we sat on the design for a few months, and then I sent them over to a manufacturer, and then I got them made, and I was like, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the homies, he's like, yo, why don't you just turn it into a bracelet too? I was like, because I was always wearing bracelets,
Yeah.
And then I took inspiration from a chrome hearts bracelet, where you can basically loop the clasp onto any of the. This one's a sample one, so it fits my wrist perfectly.
Yeah.
But the chrome hearts one, like, I'll have some dangling off the end.
I see.
And my mom, she's like, you should make them a bit longer because people have different wrist size,
Yeah.
And that fit perfectly with the chrome hearts one. So like the original or the one that released, I fit 3 off the end.
Okay.
But then there's people with bigger wrists where they could fit 1 off the end.
Yeah.
4, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love making jewelry. I love jewelry so much. I don't know. It was just so perfect, like how it all happened.
Mm-hmm. And so when you're going into a rollout like this, I think we talked about it a little bit, but you absolutely smashed the art direction for the photos and the rollout that came out with these bracelets, and also the earrings. I love, like, it reminded me of like a Nintendo's poster back in the day, like a nostalgic one, and I'm like a sucker for like nostalgia. So that really resonated with me. So I guess I was like curious about, like, when you're doing a marketing rollout, well, 2 things actually. First, you never really done photos like this. This is like a big, I would like to call it like a maturity step in the brand. Like, there is something about it that feels older and more refined. But you never done anything like that. And you also leaned on like animation, graphic design heavily for your marketing and promotional. And I feel like maybe other creators around the city that know your brand, they're probably thinking about, he hasn't really done like a major video, or he hasn't done like a major photo shoot up until maybe now. Talk about, one, the art direction process and how you kind of came up with that idea with the bracelets and the photos with it. And then also talk about your decision to not do like a big lookbook at this point.
Yeah, so the way I came about the bracelets, there was a picture of just a guy eating noodles out of a thing. And then I had the gold bracelets, and I screenshotted the photo. I sent it to my friend. I'm like, yo, imagine if like this was the rollout. Yeah. It worked so perfectly because like just have like the noodles as the gold bracelets. Yeah. And I don't know, it was literally like, it was just so random how I saw the photo too. It was just on my Explore page, and I was like, wow, like. Yeah,
but honestly, that's kind of how it feels. Like, it feels, wow, it was so refined. Like, it was super tasteful, and like it felt like the perfect time for like the perfect item. So I thought that was really sick. Yeah, I thought that was really sick. You're obviously a student of hip hop. I said on multiple occasions that your big inspirations from Pharrell, from Ye, West Side Gun, and the list keeps going on. But looking back at it now, you've, like, what does it feel like to now be a creative director for so many artists up and coming in the city now? You've worked closely with CHEFFHABIB, you've executive produced, you've been a creative director, you've worked with Transparent, you've worked with Pino and Avenoir and Maz B. Like, talk about the experience from being a brand owner, entrepreneur, then working as a creative director on behalf of other people's ideas. I know as a creative, it's kind of tough to, separate your personal bias from something, but now you're working on behalf of other people's ideas and visions. Talk about that experience, creating, pop-ups for them and creating merch for them and all the things that you've done. Talk about that work with them and the difference between the two.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like since those are like the homies, they kind of they see like what I do now, and they kind of just trust my vision, Yeah. Like, if it's from directing a video to making the cover art, like, I'll listen to the song multiple times, and like, it comes to a point. I remember I did the Come On video. Yeah. And I'll listen to something, and I just see like a whole like movie or something just pops in my head. Even like songs, like when it's cover art, like something just pops in my head. Right. And I think they all just really trust my vision, and they don't really go against it that much. Yeah. Like, sometimes they may have like some tweaks, but they trust my vision a lot.
Yeah. How would you say, this is something I'm just thinking of now, how would you say, someone else looking at what you do and looking at what you've done this far, like, how would you say someone could get to that point of, getting people to just trust their instinct, trust their ideas?
Yeah, you just have to believe in yourself first. And when they can see and feel that you believe in yourself, they won't question you as much. Yeah. Like, I feel you can just tell when somebody doesn't believe in themselves and they're not very confident with what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah. It's an energy thing.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, be honest with me, fam. I've been thinking about this for a long time, bro. I've been watching closely for the last like year or so, and you have to be honest with me. Are you enjoying being a creative director more than the Headless Forever brand owner? Or do you prefer being a creative director sharing on behalf of other people's ideas? Or is it more fun to do, what people most know you for as like the owner of Headless Forever, creator?
Yeah, I feel like it goes back to kind of like how I never really used to show my face, like kind of just being behind the scenes. Yeah. I like doing that a lot because like it doesn't bring too much attention, but I still have my hands in something, Like, being the face of something, it's hard sometimes, because there's so much pressure. Like, I like being behind the scenes, but still doing what I do. Yeah. But I don't know, I like both as much. I feel like as of lately, I found my spark again. Yeah. I feel like I burnt myself out, like with the clothes thing,
I see.
Because I was just doing so much. Like, I was designing so much, just doing so much research, and then it got to a point where I was just hearing so much like feedback, good or bad, and it kind of like got to my head, and I wanted to like please everybody when I wasn't really like pleasing myself, you know?
Right.
Like I was trying to be a people pleaser, but then I recently just got back to that where I'm like, yo, like, why am I listening to everybody?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to yourself when you're doing your own thing, because what Junior told me, literally, he told me this like a few years back, and he told me this again 2 days ago. He's like, why do you listen to people that aren't doing what you do? Or like they haven't done what you've done. Like, it's you, you know? People like what you've came up with because it's you.
Yeah.
Not because it's XYZ, you know? Like, just keep doing what you're doing, and
you gotta trust that gut sometimes, right?
always trust the gut feeling.
Shout out Junior, man.
Shout out Junior. Shout out Junior. We have a lot of good talks.
Yeah, shout out Junior for sure. One time in an interview, you mentioned that Headless Forever is your version of Pyrex. Does that still stand for you? And how long do you see Headless Forever lasting for? Do you see an end date? Do you see a future for the next thing already? And yeah, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I can still see it as like a stepping stone, you know? Like, because when I was in grade 9, I had like a little brand with my friends, like, but we never made anything. But this feels like that, but I still feel like I can do way more than just, because I feel like I'm limiting myself so much, especially like the name, it's cool, yeah, like the meaning behind it is dope. But I kind of limit myself, say, to where if I want to do like a runway,
right? Like
the name, it doesn't really sit well with runway culture as much, you know? How there's like, you'll just see a name, you're like, I don't really see this being like in stores and stuff. Like I don't really, you know? Like I want to come up with something, and I haven't done that yet, but I just want to have like a name where like I'm 1,010% confident with.
Right.
Like Headless, I love Headless. Like that's, you know, it's my baby.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever stop designing for Headless. Like I want to have multiple.
Yeah.
You know.
Is that part of the reason why maybe you've slowed down a little bit this year? Is that something that has been on your mind more?
Not necessarily, no. I was just working more on like the financial things. Just really making sure everything's straight in the back end.
Right.
Again, Junior helped me out a lot with that.
Yeah. Shout out Junior. Shout out Junior, man. Oh, man. Okay, so I have a few quick fire questions for you. I'm going to ask you. You just kind of think about whatever comes to the top of your brain. Name your dream collaborator.
Damn, R.I.P. Virgil.
R.I.P. Verge.
If not Virgil, Nigo.
Nigo. Tough. Yeah, I think you've said that maybe on another occasion. You had one sneaker for the rest of your life. What is it?
Margiela Gats.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, literally every day.
Every day, yeah. Okay. You get one superpower, but it only works in Toronto.
Teleportation, bro. Bringing in the highways, bro. Yo.
Can't take the DVP.
Yo. The traffic. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's wild. Okay. What Pokemon represents Headless Forever the best?
Damn, I love Pokemon too. I would say I'm like just like a Charizard.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. Charizard's just fire.
I was actually gonna think that you would say like Lucario.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like he's just kind of like, I don't know, like something about Lucario's swag.
Yeah.
Like leans more that way. I thought you would have said that.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Just I've always had like Charmander, like plushes, like randomly when I've never had anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, where do you even get a Lucario? They don't rate Lucario.
Yeah, they don't rate him. Nah, he's swaggy.
He's swaggy, yeah. Okay. You have someone's coming to you and saying, I have a wedding, but I want to wear something from Headless. What's the one item from any of your archives that you would pull for them?
Satin button up, for sure.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Level 1, yeah.
Yeah, is that ever coming back? Press him so it comes back. Press him so it comes back, because he'll drop it.
I got something better coming.
That's what I like to hear.
Better.
Yeah.
The other day.
Okay, sick. last question for the Quickfire. What is one lesson that you've learned throughout your journey of being, you know, an entrepreneur, being a creative director? Tell the people something that you've learned. The biggest one.
Trust that gut feeling for sure.
100.
Trust that gut feeling, man.
Yeah.
Can't stress that enough. Trust that gut feeling and just believe in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's like a great way to end, because I wanted to, you know, like just reminisce with you for a sec. Like, for one, your bro kind of inspired Headless Forever in the sense that, you know, he was the one that was always telling you, use your head. And that kind of created the namesake for it, you know? So, like, looking at it now, do you ever talk to your bro about, like, what the brand has become to people in the city, to you, to your family? Like, do you guys ever, like, look back at what this is and, like, how this came from him just kind of teasing at you and kind of giving you that a Sasuke to Itachi or Itachi to Sasuke flick in the head moment?
Look at you. This is my mom.
Is your mom? Okay.
This is my mom. So,
Yeah.
Not my. Should I like say from my mom's perspective or?
Yeah, say it from, like, honestly your family. Like, your family were people that were kind of like leading on that method or the idea of using your head. So, like, talk about, you know, you and your family's perspective now.
Yeah.
Just looking at the brand and what it's become for the city.
Honestly, like, what I like a lot, like, when I'm with my family, like, they don't really bring up, like, my brand. Like, they'll say, like, oh, like, how's it going? But, like, they don't really talk about it too much.
Yeah.
Because I guess, like, they know, like, it's kind of, like, that's not all I want to, you know? Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know, like, nobody in my family really says anything too much.
Right.
Like, at all, actually. Like, they wear my stuff, though.
Yeah.
So it's always love. Like, I give
silent indicators of, like, okay, they rock with it.
Yeah. And they like it. They like it a lot. They like the meaning a lot. If I post anything, like, they're always, like, supporting it.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's, her Instagram picture is her wearing a hat.
Hard.
My mom reps it hard.
Yeah. Shout out my dudes. Shout out my dudes.
She has a whole story highlight dedicated
to Headless. Yeah, that's how it should be.
It's called Takeover. It's funny.
Nah, that's fun, bro. That's super fun. Oh man, this has been, like I said, a long time coming. Something that I wanted to do for a long time, and something I wanted to start with you. We've been friends for a long time.
For real, like, long time.
It's
like grade 5. Bro.
I was just talking to Nikhil, and we were saying, like, when I started to create and I started to, like, get into DJing, I called you and said, yo, like, can you make a cover art when I was doing, like, Friend Zone Fridays and stuff?
Yo, I remember this, yes.
When you were doing, like, graphic design for artists and stuff like that, you were selling them for, like, $30. I was like, yo, I gotta get one for DJ. This is gonna be mad. I
know exactly. I remember this too. I
gotta pull it up and show it on screen, because that.
Bro, I remember, like, neon lights.
Yeah, the neon lights. Yeah, I thought I was sexy, bro.
Yo, show the cover right here. Wow.
Yeah, nah, man. This is like I said, this is a long-standing friendship, but long time coming, and I couldn't have started with anyone else. It had to be you, bro. So, thanks for coming on. Thanks for everyone that's watching. If you don't already know, plug your stuff right now. Plug your ads.
My personal Instagram is Headless Flyboy, and then the brand page is Headless Forever. And then I also have a DJ collective. It's headquarters.wav on Instagram. Yes,
sir. Well, brother, this is great, fam. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yeah, bro. Always. All right. Bye, Blair. First episode done. Thanks for everyone for watching. Subscribe, follow the IG. It's just my personal. Everything's going to be on my personal at Andrew Blair with 3 R's. Thanks for tuning in.